Hello my friend, my name is Hossein Mardani. Today we are teach about how to find the zeros of a polynomial. So we have one polynomial and there is a way of multivariable here, x, y, and z. So based on every variable, we can evaluate the polynomial and get the zeros of polynomial based on that special variable, such as the variable x, variable y, and variable z. So today we are gonna teach how to get any of these variable by itself. Let's get started. So let's find the polynomial zeros based on different variables x, y, and z. So my friend, pay attention. We have three multivariable x, y, and z. So here we have one polynomial and three variable. How to solve this multivariable equation? So here we can get one of the variable as our variable and get other variable as a number, as a normal number, and solve the equation based on that variable. So for example, I get the variable x and solve the equation based on x. So here we have x as our variable. Sinus y times x squared minus z cosine y equal to 0. So here we have simply a quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is a polynomial that have only the x squared and x and a number. So here sinus of y and z cosine y is a number, is a normal number. Sinus of y is a coefficient of x squared and minus z cosine y is a normal number. So how to solve this problem? It's easy, it's very easy. X squared and minus z cosine y. We can put the minus z cosine y other side of equation. And how to get it? We can get sinus y times x squared is equal to z cosine y. How to solve this? We can make the polynomial as we can put the x squared on the one side and put the normal number in the other equation. So let's do this. We can move the sinus of y into other side of equation. So the times operation is changed into the division operation. So we have x squared is equal to z cosine y divided by sinus of y. So on the left side we have x squared, only variable, and on the right side we have a normal number. We can simply, as now we can simply the right side of the equation. X squared is equal to z times cosine divided to sine. It gets the cotangent of y. So we here have x squared is equal to z cotangent of y. And now we can get the equation of x. X is the root of z times cotangent of y. So here we have x is equal to z times cotangent of y. And another solve of x, another answer of x is the negative of the root square. So we have another answer as x is equal to minus of root of z times cotangent of y. So here we have two answer of x. Okay, we have simply get the x. So return to our original polynomial. We can get the variable y. A variable y have the sinusoidal polynomial. So we can get variable of y and other parameter as a normal number. So we have sinusoidal polynomial. sinus of y times x squared minus z cosine of y is equal to 0. How to solve the sinusoidal equation? So we can get the answer as the relation of sinusoidal and get the answer. So we can again get the all of term that use sinusoidal and get the number in the other side of our equation. So here we can again 0 is equal to sinus of y times x squared minus z cosine of y. Put the z cosine of y in the other side of equation. We can get sinus of y times x squared is equal to z times cosine of y. So can sinus of y and cosine of y is get together. So do this. Sinus of y divided by cosine of y times x squared is equal to 0. And now we have z divide of x squared is equal to tangent of y. And simply we can get y. Y is equal to tangent inverse of z divided by x squared. Here we can obtain the other variable as y is equal to tangent inverse of z divided by x squared. And we have another variable rest, and that is z. Z, how to find z? Z here is a linear equation. Simply, we have linear equation based on other equation. We have sinus of y times x squared minus z times cosine of y. So here sinus of y times x squared is a normal number and minus cosine of y is a only coefficient of z. So we have linear polynomial. On how to solve it? We can simply put the formula for linear polynomial, or we can simply solve it as you don't forget the formula. So here we can put the z cosine of y in the right side of equation, and that again we can put the cosine of y on the left side of equation to put the times operation into divide. So simply we can get z is equal to sinus of y times x squared divided by cosine of y. So we can again get the z as sinus of y times x squared divided by cosine of y, or simply we can get tangent of y times x squared, and we can simply get the answer for variable z. So here we can get three different answer for every variable as we want. So we can get the different answer for different variable. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Until next video, have fun and goodbye.